We call it NCRTC, National Capital Region Transport Corporation. In fact, government has given mandate to us to construct high-speed rail link to decongest the National Capital Region. The idea is to connect the capital New Delhi with the adjoining cities which have good population, and the link will be at operational speed of 160 kmph. This will allow people to move out of the city and can stay in those towns. So at present government has identified 8 corridors, out of which 3 corridors are in phase 1, and that's our job. We are constructing this. So the basic aim is to decongest the National Capital Region so that people can stay away from the capital. So at the moment I would say that we are doing only one project, that is these 8 corridors. Out of these 8 corridors, 3 corridors are in phase 1, and out of these phase 1 3 corridors, we are presently constructing the first corridor, that is from New Delhi to a city called Meerut. So it's around 82 kilometers from the central capital region. So from New Delhi to Meerut it is 82 kilometers. That's the first project which we are doing. So the main thing is that people look for good connectivity, safe, comfortable, and they don't want to wait at the station. So we are in fact planning that we will run trains at every 10 minutes, and the arrangement would be such that the distance that will be covered, the maximum distance that will be around, it will be less than 1 hour. So you talk of 3 corridors. So the idea is that the places which can be connected within 1 hour, those corridors are being taken. So that's the basic idea, that we provide comfortable journey, fast journey, and provide all basic amenities or facilities to the commuters so that they enjoy the ride and we are able to connect the cities. So the idea is that people should not come to Delhi for their job, for their they should come to Delhi for job only, not to stay. So that's the idea. Yeah, that's something which is bothering us. In fact, of course, we have overcome those challenges. The first one, of course, is COVID. As you know, that the entire industry got affected because of COVID. So the entire supply chain got affected. The movement of people got affected. We could not mobilize the labor. But fortunately for us, that during the COVID time, it was the planning and design phase. So we adopted new technology, and we were able to approve the designs, drawings through the common data environment which we had provided in the organization. So there was no need for people to come to the office, and we were able to handle that situation of COVID. Later on, of course, the supply chain got affected. The chip shortage was there in the market, but since we are out of the complete corridor of 82 kilometer, we are commissioning only stage 1, that's around 18 kilometers. So we were not affected so badly because the requirement was only for 18 kilometer. Apart from that, I would say another big problem was the increase in prices of especially steel. That's something we have to handle it because there's no way to get out of it. So in fact, what NCRTC has done is that right from beginning, we started working on sustainability and the costs. So when it was the initial planning phase, so what we did, we revised the layout, we did certain innovative things so that the capex could be reduced. So that was a big job, and in fact we reduced good amount of underground section. It was converted to elevated section, which helped us in reducing the cost. Then we converged the 3 phase 1 corridors at one place. That also gave us good efficiency, and the optimization was possible at the central place where the 3 corridors were converging. So that way there were few steps which we took to reduce the capex. Then if we come to OPEX, this is the first time in the country that what we did was we engaged the private operator to do operation and maintenance for us. So that was another good thing what we did, and what we realized that apart from giving us the know-how of the international operators to maintain the operate and maintain the system in most efficient way, the cost was also less. In fact, if we have to compare from the operation and maintenance being done by the government organizations, which is being done by themselves, and compared to this private organizations who are doing the one which we have engaged for us, we have really achieved good we got good benefit out of it, and the cost is quite competitive. That was about the OPEX part. Then further, we talked to the government, and we were able to get some value capture financing instruments approved. TOD again was another area where we worked, and TOD policy was approved by the government. So from there also we could mobilize some benefit, and that also helped us. That will definitely help us in the sustainability part. Delhi Meerut link, the first one, is around 82 kilometers, and as per the approval today, it has to be commissioned by June 2025. This corridor will be commissioned in 4 stages, and the first stage, which is around 17 kilometers, that will be commissioned by June 2023. But we are quite hopeful that we will be able to prepone it by few months. That's another focus area for us. In fact, what we have done is that when you talk of the initial planning, we focused on multimodal integration. So if somebody sees our layout, we have integration with the airport, integration with the interstate bus terminal, integration with the Indian railway stations, and also integration with Delhi Metro. So that was one thing which was our focus area. Apart from that, we also worked on the last mile connectivity. So in the influence zone of say up to 10 kilometer, we have identified certain routes where these last mile connectivity vehicles will be running, the buses. The routes have been identified so that they can pick up commuters, Then within 1.5 kilometer, we have also we have made tie-up with the private auto rickshaw operators, e-rickshaw operators, and they will help us in taking the commuters to our stations. So that is about the last mile connectivity and the multimodal integration.